Hi Taurus, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your July 2017 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising signs. So Taurus, I will have the decks that I'm using for this month's reading listed below in the description bar. If you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, please head on over to northeasttarot.com and read about how I offer my private readings. Alright, Taurus, so at the bottom of the deck, wow, that's interesting, we have the Devil. And this is the overall energy for you for the month of July, Taurus. Now, the Devil is not automatically negative. Let's see here. The Devil, for some of you, watch your spending this month, definitely. The Devil can represent, doing things in excess. So for some of you, you simply could be obsessing about someone or something. You're overthinking it. You're obsessing about it. So just needing to take caution with that. All things in moderation. Also, some of you watch your spending. What I'm really seeing in this illustration here is this is the Devil card, but the way that the artist here is portraying the Devil in this deck, I'm really seeing this person trying to get balanced here. So I think that some of you, it's the need to stay balanced and all things in moderation, not overdoing something here, Taurus. For some of you, you need to watch your spending. Absolutely, but the Devil can also mean other things. The Devil can represent feeling stuck, feeling trapped. Now, when I just lifted this up, I have actually the Six of Swords underneath it. So for those of you that felt stuck or felt trapped or restricted in some way, you very well could be moving on from that in the month of July, escaping or getting away from maybe an unhealthy environment or situation. For some of you, maybe a difficult period within your life is completing. Now we're starting out with the King of Swords here. We have the King of Swords crossed by the Three of Pentacles. So this is energy that you're going to be experiencing right at the start of July, Taurus. So there certainly could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra person around you that's very significant. Maybe this is your boss, or maybe this is someone that you work with, Taurus, because we have the Three of Pentacles here. And the Three of Pentacles really speaks of teamwork. So for some of you, this is absolutely someone that you're working with. For some of you, maybe there's an attraction here. There could be a temptation here. For some of you, that could be why we have the Devil here at the bottom of the deck. So maybe you're married and maybe you're attracted to this ear sign energy or someone that you work with. Now, this ear sign energy can also be your energy. You could be coming through a little bit more serious. And also for those Taurians that you were stuck or you were trapped, this is a very serious king, and he will use the sword to sever ties from that's no longer serving him. So if you were a Taurus that was struggling with maybe an unhealthy addiction or an unhealthy relationship, something that was no longer serving you, for some of you, this is maybe you using the sword and you are actually freeing yourself. With the Three of Pentacles here, this could be something you're working very hard on, because I see many of you working very hard. Now, yes, of course, some of you, that's going to be within your career. You're working very hard. For some of you, you're very focused on your career, very focused on your finances. But then for some other Taurians, I feel like this is definitely something more personal here. For some of you, you're maybe, definitely cutting the cord in some way, freeing yourself. Because here at your foundation, we do have the Emperor. So this could certainly be a character. For some of you, you could be dealing with an older gentleman. Now, maybe some of you are getting away from a controlling older gentleman. For some other Taurians, this could just be a person who is significant. This could be your boss. This could be someone who has some sort of power or authority over you. This can be a very stable, wise individual, someone who's very, very mature, that maybe is very significant here. For other Taurians, this is an empowering energy, so this could have been you taking matters into your own hands here, definitely, maybe taking control. And I definitely see some of you very focused on your stability here. So that could definitely be financial stability, but stability in general. I feel like that's, you know, that's something that's very significant for many of you. That's maybe what you're trying to achieve. In the more recent past, I have the Seven of Pentacles here. So this was you working very hard, planting seeds, but then having to wait for those seeds to sprout. So for some of you, you've devoted a lot of time and energy into something, but you're having to wait for those seeds to sprout. So for some of you, this is definitely going on within the workplace. You've been working very hard, maybe waiting on a raise or waiting on a promotion or waiting on some sort of recognition. And then for some other Taurians, this could definitely be on the relationship front. This was maybe you getting to know someone. Definitely investing time and energy into something. Maybe some of you in the recent past were determining whether or not you want to continue on investing in whatever this is. Crowning you, I do have the Three of Wands here. So I do see many of you very focused on the future. For those of you that you've been trying to advance, you know, within your career, your ships are coming in. Just continue on working hard. You know that your ships are coming in because the Three of Wands is crowning you. For those of you that this is definitely on the work front, I feel like you know that your ships are coming in. You're very focused on the future. For some of you, you're making plans for the future. For some other Taurians, you might have your sights set on someone or something in particular. So I really like that this card is crowning you, because I have a couple of threes here. You actually have a few threes in this spread. There could be certainly a situation involving three people. For some of you, it could be a love triangle, but not necessarily. For those Taurians that this is a character, if this is on the love front, this could be a man who is significant. Maybe he's a married man, or maybe he has a family. And he could be an Aries, he could be a Taurus, but he also could be an air sign person, or even a Capricorn, because we have the Devil here, and the Devil does represent the sign of Capricorn. Because I do see some of you, you have your sights set on something, and threes are all about growth and expansion and progress. So for some of you, you're making progress. Things could be developing slowly. But again, I see you very focused on the future, and I do really like this energy. I see you working very hard, and that hard work is definitely paying off. For some of you, you know, what it is that you've been waiting on is definitely maybe coming to fruition here around the second week, because coming up in the near future, I have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a new beginning. For some of you, it could be a new job, a raise, a promotion. For some of you, this is what you've been working so hard on. For some of you, you've been waiting to maybe manifest this new beginning. This Ace of Pentacles could be that new beginning that's coming in for you around the second week. With the Ace of Pentacles, it's a solid new beginning. Now, for a small number of you, maybe you're moving house. There could be some Taurians that you're moving house, and then there could be some other Taurians that maybe this is like an inheritance. This could be an inheritance or a lump sum of money, or maybe you're a Taurus that has like a lawsuit pending or something like that. This air sign energy could be an attorney that you're working with, and you definitely could be, for some of you, receiving, you know, some sort of payout or something like that around the second week here. Because in the position of your power, I have the Ten of Swords, which is you completing a difficult period within your life. Tens represent cycles that are completing. The worst is now behind you. And certainly there could be some Taurians that maybe you feel betrayed in some way. Again, there could be a situation involving 3 people, but that's going to be for a very small number of you. For the majority of you, this is some sort of difficult period that's completing. The worst is behind you. You're moving on to new beginnings here. But maybe around the 3rd week, definitely needing to get centered, needing to get grounded here at this time, because in the position of how those around you are viewing you, I have the 7 of Cups, which is that dreamy sort of energy. So maybe for some of you, needing to see things realistically, needing to get grounded at this time. You could be a little bit more emotional at this time, so needing to get grounded. For some other Taurians, though, this is you having a lot of options. You have a lot of options on the table, so maybe needing to narrow it down, maybe needing to make some decisions here around the 3rd week. If you're single, this could be a lot of suitors around you at this time. And maybe in particular, there could be an earth sign energy that's very significant. I'm getting earth and I'm getting air. Now, in the hopes and fears position, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. So for some of you, you could be fearing things developing very slowly because he is the slowest moving knight. But he's the only knight who is always successful. So for some of you, hoping that you reach a goal, hoping to be successful, hoping for some sort of financial opportunity or news. And then for some other Taurians, I feel like this is you fearing that slower moving energy, fearing things taking a long time to develop here. And then, of course, you know, he can always be an earth sign energy as well, a character that maybe you're hoping for, if this is on the love front. Now, the energy that you're leaving the month of July with Taurus and actually going into August, this is wonderful because we have the Empress here. This is wonderful. Which generally speaking, she represents abundance. So I see many of you working very hard. If you were waiting for some sort of, you know, payout or waiting on a settlement or even to land a new job or to move up within the company that you work for, this is wonderful. So financially, I see you in a good place. You've been working very hard. Some of these seeds are definitely sprouting for you, Taurus. You have a lot of abundance here coming in for you. So financially, I think it's going to be a wonderful month for you. Some of you, though, here with this energy at the end of the month, you are giving birth to something new. For some of you, I feel like this is what you had your sights set on. This is what you've been working very hard on. For some of you, this is what you're building, you're creating. So for some of you, you're giving birth to something new. This is that very, very creative, fertile energy. So for you, those Taurian women that wanted to conceive, this is that very fertile energy, so give it a go if you're a Taurus woman that wants to conceive. But for those other Taurians, this is a lot of just creative, amazing energy to work with. And for those of you that, you know, you don't work for a living, maybe you're not starting anything new, I feel like for you, you know, your home, your family, that's going to be very, very significant here in the month of July. And maybe even paying attention to yourself here with the Empress, maybe treating yourself, maybe going off to the spa, really, really taking care of yourself, treating yourself, maybe getting your hair done, things like that. Overall, Taurus, I feel like it's going to be definitely a great month for you. I feel like for those of you that you are seeking, you know, more financial stability, I feel like that's definitely coming in for you. What I will do very quickly is I'm going to use my Hanson Roberts Tarot deck, and I'm going to clarify this Ten of Swords here, which is in the position of your power. So clarifying the Ten of Swords for Taurus, clarifying the Ten of Swords. All right, so we have the Page of Rods, Justice, Wow, and Judgment. So for some of you, it's definitely something legal here. This is definitely something legal. So for those Taurians in particular that, you know, you had like a lawsuit pending or something like that, it's been a difficult road, that is completing. So for some of you, a legal decision definitely could be coming through for you. I see some of you have been maybe working with an attorney. So that news is on its way. For some of you with the Page of Rods here, you're expecting it. You know that good news is coming in. Things are going to be made right and fair for all parties. For some of you, this certainly could be some sort of karmic justice that's coming in, absolutely. So if you've been betrayed, Taurus, and you've been done wrong, this could absolutely be some karmic justice that's coming in for you. But with Judgment, you are literally rising up from this difficult time. With the Ten of Swords, it's a difficult period that you just went through. You are healing. You're rising up from that. And you're moving forward. For some of you, though, with the Devil here, maybe needing to free yourself from that is no longer serving you. And for some of you, that very well could be what you're working on. But let me pull you an additional guidance card. This is my Magical Times Empowerment cards. Additional guidance for Taurus for the month of July 2017. But financially, Taurus, I think it's going to be a wonderful month for you. Additional guidance for Taurus. Okay, so you're actually getting 2 cards. I have 2 cards that flipped out for you, Taurus. And then I am also this month, I'm pulling you 1 additional Romance Angel card. Additional guidance for Taurus for the month of July. Oh my goodness. Okay, Taurus. So we have Metamorphosis. Trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful. Wow. So you're going through a great change for some of you, but you need to trust the process. Change is beautiful. So change is definitely on the horizon. And I see many of you going on a new journey here. We have Metamorphosis along with Pilgrimage. Excuse me, I can't speak today. You are on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way. Only you can choose your path. And I definitely see you doing that this month, Taurus. You're definitely very, very focused on the future. Some of you have your sights set on something, and that's that pilgrimage that you're about to take here. A lot of changes coming in here. This is wonderful. A great combination. Both of these cards just came out together. The additional Romance Angel card that I have for you, Taurus, is free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. I mean, this couldn't resonate more. We have the Devil at the bottom of the deck. We have the Emperor at your foundation. It's all about taking control, maybe taking matters into your own hands, taking back your power, freeing yourself from that no longer is serving you, Taurus. Whatever is no longer serving you, whatever is just not healthy, it's time to cut yourself free. And some of you are definitely doing that here in the month of July. I think there's a lot of focus on that right at the start of the month here. And for some of you, this is, you know, this is on the relationship front. So needing to maybe free yourself from, it could be a toxic relationship. Or whatever is restricting you, Taurus. Change is definitely on the horizon here. So I do hope that you found this reading helpful, Taurus. If you are not subscribed to me, please do subscribe to my channel. And if you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, please head on over to northeasttarot.com. I do wish you a wonderful month, Taurus. Take care.